Panther Nation, welcome back. I got Coach Garnes, Coach Selman here with the show that connects you with TIS Athletics. Coach, we had another good week last week. We got some great teams to shout out this week. And who are we going to look at this week to shout out?
So this week, as we're transitioning from our fall sports, head into our winter sports, we're going to shout out Scholars Bowl starting out this week. As well as middle school boys and girls basketball. Shout it out. So
cool. Yeah, man. Well, speaking of Scholars Bowl, last year they had an awesome year. We have a rich tradition in Scholars Bowl. I mean, if you look at our trophy cases, we have state championship trophies that go back many years.
Absolutely.
Many years.
Yeah.
So the history of Scholars Bowl is well documented here. And last year our team did very well. Coach Andrew Manis led the team, did a great job last year. We finished as CPL Central Plains League tournament champs last year, took second place at regionals, and then went on to the state tournament and tied for second. But because of a tiebreaker, we ended up finished fourth overall in 2A for Scholars Bowl, which is a big deal, man. Have you ever been to a Scholars Bowl match?
I have not been, but I'm a huge supporter of Coach Manis, man. Not only does he do a great job with that Scholars Bowl group, but he supports. I don't think I've been to a TIS event that he hasn't been at.
So he shows up at everything.
Yeah, he supports everything. I remember him being at the state tournament last year every single day. He doesn't miss a beat, and it's extremely, extremely kind.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so, they get started with their season this Saturday, tomorrow, and which is a big deal. And we have an awesome JV team this year. We added Keely Tolbert as a JV coach, which is new for us this year. And our JV team even finished first place at the JV tournament for the Central Plains League. So, we got a successful team. And they look forward to having a great year this year. Absolutely. When I talked to Coach Manis and, I said, man, what is the goal for this year? And he just said, just win, baby. Just win.
Sure.
And, he feels like the team could reach their goals if they just buy in, gain more confidence, and get familiar with it.
They still got my guy Grayson on his
team? Grayson Jensen. Absolutely, okay. Mr. Electricity. I can't imagine him at a Scholars Bowl match. Because you got to be quiet. You can't cheer and clap and be excited. So I wonder if he struggles.
That's a little bit, it seems a little bit out of his comfort zone. But, man, he's a Swiss Army knife. He does it all.
Does it all. And our team this year will have 28 Scholars Bowl players.
Wow.
Which is probably the most that we've had in about 15 years is what Coach Manis said. And so, shout out to the Scholars Bowl team, and we wish them well on a successful season. So moving on, the other team we shouting out is middle school boys and girls basketball.
Yeah.
Last year we kind of took the league by storm. We came out, people expected TIS to be an easy win on the schedule.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Until we showed up.
Yeah.
And then that changed very, very quickly.
Game one.
I
think the league got the message from game one, both on the boys and girls side. I think we had Jalen got a dunk last year.
Several dunks in the game.
So I definitely think they got the message. And, as far as the girls side, I think we look forward to building on what we started last year at that middle school level, going undefeated. First place in the league, first place in the league tournament. We got 4 really good returners from that group, along with a couple of other girls that are coming up and stepping up on that middle school level. So, again, we look forward, like Coach Manis says, we just want to win. We want to continue to build, and we want to win and dominate at that level again.
Yeah, and on the boys' side, we had practice this week, our first week of official practice. And we pointed to the banners in the rafters, Coach.
Yeah.
And we said this winning championships now is an expectation.
Absolutely.
At the independent school. And our boys know that, and our girls recognize that, and are hungry to go back and repeat. as champions this year. So shout out to our boys and girls middle school programs. We got a new girls coach this year. Coach Chaz coming in has a wealth of knowledge in youth basketball. So we're excited about bringing him on. And then obviously, yours truly is holding it down on the boys sideline, going from back to back again.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So shout out to the boys, girls middle school, and all the great things that we'll be looking forward to this year.
Absolutely.
Coach, homecoming was awesome. We talked about it on our last couple shows. We talked about all the great things that were happening. You and I were there at the parade. You had the tracks and the music going. I was announcing the awesome people walking down the streets and the parade line. And that was just an awesome event.
For sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
And then, obviously, we went into all the entertainment. Mm-hmm. And let's talk about Mr. Davis for a minute.
Oh, man.
I mean, Panther Nation, you raised the money. We got the $1,000.
Got it.
So we got him on the horse.
And then we got the
additional. So we got the hat out there.
Yep.
And then we raised even more. And we said, if we do it, Coach, me and you going to get on the bull.
And we did it.
We held and we did it. So Davis, let's talk about his performance.
I got to be honest. I'm a little disappointed in his performance.
I'm
headed over from the food truck to go check it out, and I get about halfway there, and his performance was over.
Yeah, it was like he jumped on the bull, and then I don't even know if he got on there good.
I don't know. We got to recap the video.
Yeah, we got to show the video
to get an accurate time. But
yeah,
I definitely expected more out of the competitor himself. You know what I mean?
And we made a side bet at the parade, which we announced. Yeah. And he said 8 seconds.
Nah.
Wasn't even close.
Not even close.
I'm going to say maybe 2.5.
Yeah, we sorry, Panther Nation. We love Davis to death, but he let us down with the bull riding, for sure.
For sure. But, he did it. He's a man of his word.
Absolutely.
He had a hard time getting up on the bull, and I did too. Like you're thinking for stirrups, some way to get on there, and you just had to bounce up on that thing and ride.
I seen one of the middle school cheerleaders get on there and prep somebody up. Prepped another student up, so it was tough to get on there, but I think we held it down pretty good.
I did.
My fingers paying for it still.
Yeah, I think I may have went the longest, Coach. I watched yours, and you had a solid performance.
Yeah.
But I got on there, hopped on there, and I think I got at least 8.
Yeah,
maybe 9 seconds.
After viewing the videos, I give you the.
But we definitely got more than Davis. Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Good job, Mr. Davis. and we raised the money. We raised the money.
Which is most important. That's what it was about.
It's all it's about. ELC is going to the pumpkin patch on the 29th of October.
Yeah.
And they're excited about it. They got a flyer ready for it. And they're super excited to take those young babies to the pumpkin patch.
Absolutely.
So we were glad to support that effort. Sure. Some of the other things that happened in homecoming, we had our first annual golf tournament, which was good too. Yeah. And shout out to the winners of that golf tournament, Zach Pierce, Rob Strickler, Alan Schumacher, and Matt Chavez. The inaugural winners.
Got you.
And we'll see if they come back next year to repeat.
You definitely got to come back and try to repeat.
Got to. 8th grade had an awesome chili challenge. I stuffed everybody's ballot box.
Yeah.
You did too.
Absolutely.
And 8th grade won the chili challenge. They came up big. They raised almost $1,000.
Absolutely. Coach. And I did like 8th grade's chili. Don't get me wrong, but I have to say my favorite personally was 6th grade's white chili.
I would have to agree with that. The 6th grade, the seasoning was on point.
And the chicken was shredded just right.
Man, and it was different.
Yeah,
usually at chili challenges you don't see that.
Yeah, that was my first time ever.
Yeah,
I never even heard.
It was really good. Shout out to the 6th grade. Sure. Shout out to the 8th grade, but shout out to everybody because everybody raised a little money for the event. Yeah. Lower school cupcake wars was also great. Christina Saraf, welcome to the jungle theme cupcake won. That particular event, and then Stella DeCicero, who we talked about on the show a little bit before, won the TIS Panther theme.
Okay.
And overall, they raised almost $1,000 with the Cupcake Wars. So shout out to the lower school and middle school who participated and represented at homecoming. And then we named the homecoming king and queen. You know, Eli Azier and Leah Hom. They were named, voted by their peers, got out there during halftime of the football game, and were named the homecoming king and queen.
And then the next day, Eli came to homecoming with the meanest tux on.
You had a tux on at the dance?
Goodness, I need it. I might need it for a game day. He had the cream-colored jacket with the black pants. Man, he definitely dressed to impress for homecoming.
Well, shout out to Stuco again, who organized an awesome week of events. Had an awesome, great theme.
Yeah.
And I hear great things about the dance.
Yeah, the dance was. I was there chaperoning. It was fun. It was safe. Very energetic. It was a good time. I enjoyed myself, and you could tell that the kids definitely enjoyed themselves there. So
very good, man. Well, we look forward to homecoming next year. And shout out to everybody who had a hand,
absolutely,
and put it on that.
As well as the parents and all the fans that came out and showed love and support. Man, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Coach, it's that time again. You know, we talk about it every week.
Every week.
To get on the show, you know, you got a ball to get that call.
Hello?
Right? And every week we bring on a team, person, somebody who displays the TIS vision.
Absolutely.
Excellence in everything that we do. So this week, Coach, who are we bringing on? Who's getting that call?
Again, another exciting week of athletics. But this week, who deserves a call from us as our 6th grade Panther Cub volleyball team, as they're battling through their postseason tournament play. Been playing really well, and this week they deserve a call. So
let's get them on.
Hello?
All right, Panther Nation, we got a great group with us today, Coach. You know, we talked about this group before. We know they've been balling, and so thus they get the call.
Absolutely.
So let's talk. Let's learn. Let's meet these guys.
Absolutely.
All
so
right.
Panther Nation here with us today. Again, we have our 6th grade Panther Cub volleyball team. So we're gonna introduce these girls real quick. First off, we have Natalie, Aaliyah, Tilly, Sophia, Sophie, Winter, and Isabel.
Great group here, Coach. You know, they've been really doing it all season. You know, I've watched them a couple times. You know, in the tournament play, they play some good volleyball, and you know, here they are today. So let's just jump on in. So tell us, ladies, about the season. What have you noticed as far as from your start of your season to wind it down to the tournament semifinal yesterday? What improvement have you seen over the course of the season?
There's been a lot of improvement throughout all of the players.
Like in what way? I mean, have you seen people
Serving.
jump higher, serving? Like where are we seeing the most improvement at, you think?
Definitely serving and volleying, I think.
Okay. So talking about the serve, Coach, you know, their coach challenged them a few weeks back. You know, and with some incentive.
Okay.
So they had to, and explain this to Panther Nation, right? You had 100 serves total, right? You did the first 60, and then the last 40, is that correct? You had to get them all over the net overhead serve with only 10 mistakes. Is that right? So how did that, one, did you beat the goal?
Yes.
Okay. 2, they got the goal. What did you get in return for beating the goal? What was the prize?
A dinner.
Okay, so they got Freddy's, frozen custard.
Okay.
All right, and prepared them for the game. So let's talk about how that particular challenge incentive motivated you guys in the game?
I think it motivated us like in a way that we knew that we could do it, and that way it kind of like gave some hope, and also it was good practice for us.
Absolutely.
Very good. And so lastly, ladies, you know, you played hard in the tournament. You won your first game. It was excitement. I was there. They were jumping around, coach. It was really good. And then, you know, you guys weren't as successful in the semifinal, and I saw the emotion, coach. They felt it.
For sure.
And that's how I know that it meant something to them. So let's talk about, you know, that. You know, how do you respond back, and how do you, you know, after a tough loss, how do you, you know, come back together and get it back together?
Well, you have to just kind of get up and keep going, you know, like you can't let something like that hold you down for very long.
Absolutely.
And it really shows that you care if you are like a bit sad about that.
Absolutely,
Sure.
coach.
And one thing I want to add in, you know, we're big here on Panther Nation as far as building programs and building cultures. And with this group and the success you guys have had so far, do you guys plan on staying together and trying to continue to build this group all the way up to the top? Yeah, absolutely. Well, we are proud of you. You guys have balled all season, and we are excited and we are glad and honored to finally get you guys on the show. We really appreciate your time.
You guys got anything you want to say to Panther Nation?
Go ahead.
I want to say, like, even though, like, throughout the season it was challenging, like, we all messed up and made mistakes, and, like, we went down through stuff, and, but we eventually got over it. Like, we sucked it up and got over it.
Absolutely.
Because that's one thing that you have to do. You can't just stay on something trying to make it work that you can't control. You have to just get up and deal with it.
Absolutely.
It's a good way to end this segment, coach. Resiliency and control what you can control.
Absolutely.
Very good. Well, ladies, we wish you well as you guys move on up the ranks. You know, like I told you last night, I was super proud of you. And I know this group's going to do big things, coach.
For sure.
All right. Well, thank you, Panther Nation. Shout out to the 6th grade Panther Cub volleyball team.
Thank you for joining us again on the Panther Nation Show with Coach Stallman and Coach Garnes, the show that connects you to TIS athletics.
We'll see you next week.
Go Big Blue!